This morning, members of the Rhema Ministries, Grace Bible Church and other religious organizations staged a men's-only prayer session on the Nelson Mandela Bridge in Johannesburg. This is in response to the recent femicide cases and child killings that have plagued the country.
We are coming to you from the Nelson Mandela Bridge in Braamfontein, Johannesburg CBD, where the Rhema Ministries alongside other churches have just concluded a ceremony, a men's-only march and picket here on the bridge, where they're standing in solidarity with the women and children who are currently facing abuse. As we know that there is quite an issue right now in the country. We know that about 20 people, women and children, have been reported so far to have died as a result of femicide and child killings. But to speak to me more about today's event, I have with me Perpetrators, who is a member of the Rhema Ministries. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Can you just tell me the importance of your attendance as Rhema Ministries, as well as the event taking place today?
Well, we've come to that place where we realize that enough is enough, and we need to take a stand. We need to speak against it, stand up against it. And as you can see, all these leaders, these are leaders from all different churches and from the religious community, where we've decided to come together as males, all men standing here, and especially in conjunction with Father's Day, and realize that we have a responsibility. We have a responsibility as a church, and we have a responsibility as men to take a stand. And I think as men, we are saying here, first of all, that the number one thing that we are called to do is to protect. And we look at what's happening, with our ladies, and girls within our society, and we realize that we're not doing enough. We need to do more. The murders taking place, and the violence against women and against children, and it is a sin. It's more than just wrong. It's a sin, and God absolutely hates this. So we've got to do more, and that's what we're doing here. We're taking a stand, vocally. We're taking a stand for justice, but with that, we want to do more as well. It's not just about speaking. We need to do something.
The Reverend also shared the same sentiments as saying that this march or this picket is not the first of its kind, and more needs to be done, especially with ensuring that safe spaces are there for women and children. Can you please speak more to that as well?
Yes, well, basically we're here because we're outraged, and I hope the emotion of what we feel, comes through what we're doing here today. We are outraged. If we take a look at what is taking place, and therefore we've got to first of all make sure that our churches are a safe place, because the infiltration of people, within the churches, and we can try push it under the rug, but we've got to make sure that we speak against it, but then also that we do something and make sure that we do more to make sure the churches are safe places, and any place, in any public place, is a safe place for the women and for the children as well. So yes, definitely we're going to be doing a lot more of this, and we're going to be standing up, but then also there's an education that needs to take place, and that means from the pulpit there's a stand that needs to take place when dealing with young men and dealing with men in general. That we need to speak out. We need to take a stand. We are called as men, we are called to protect, and therefore as a church and as men, that's what we're doing today.
Thank you so much. That is a representative from Rhema Ministries just speaking to us about the ceremony that we've just seen taking place here, men-only event where men are standing in solidarity with women and saying enough is enough, and trying to hope or ensure that the conversation is had between themselves within the churches to ensure that there's safe spaces for women and children, and to ensure that the work is done with regard to educating people within the churches from inside the churches and going out. But that's it from here. Back to you in studio.